if I multiply these two simple binomials, x, or two similar binomials. Similar means the first term is x and the second term is number. See, the first term here of this first binomial is x, and also here is x. It can be 2x or 3x or 4x, but just any coefficient with x. But you have basically here a variable that's x with power 1, and here you also have a variable x with power 1. So that's similar. The beginning of each binomial is similar, and the end of each binomial is also similar, because here you have -3, which is integer. Here you have +2, which is also integer. So these are basically called similar. Okay, let's just write this better up. Okay, let's write this up here. These are similar binomials. So here you can multiply still like before. You can still multiply the first by the first, the first by the second, right? The second by the first, and the second by the second, just like before, right? Okay. However, there is some interesting way that can help you find the answer faster if you are trained to it. Okay. What is this way? Basically, we multiply the first by the first, and multiply the last by the last. This is called the first product. This is called the last product. Okay? And then we, after that, still have to multiply these two terms and these two terms. And we call this the inner product, and we call this the outer product. Okay? So that's why the method called FOIL. It's called FOIL method, because it has FOIL. It is the same thing, but just a different way of thinking about the multiplication. So the first product will be what? First times first will give you x squared.
Minus x.
And then, no, I do the last first. I'm going to do the last first. The last is -3 times 2, which give me -6. And then I'm going to do the inner product, which is -3x. I'm just going to write it here, equal to -3x. Usually this should be done in your mind. When you are trained to do it, if you do like a couple or 3 or 4 times, then you should be able to do that in your mind. And then also the outer, I'm going to do it here. So the outer will be x times 2, which is 2x. The idea is that you add the outer and the inner in your mind, because they will be similar. 2x and -3x together, add them in your mind, equal what?
X.
2 positive, -3 negative. So the answer will be -x. Who's bigger? The 3, and the 3 is negative, minus. So that when you add them, you get -x, not +x. So be careful. And that's why you write here -x. So here you write the result of both the inner and the outer, which usually you do in your mind. Okay? It is the same like multiplication before. However, if you are trained to do this again and again, then it becomes fast for you to get the final answer. We use this idea mainly to factor. So later on, when we study factoring, I tell you to factorize x squared minus x minus 6. Then this should be in your mind. It should be an x number, and then you try to find these numbers using the FOIL method. And that's why the idea of FOIL is good if you factor using trial and error method. Okay? So that's the main idea of the FOIL multiplication.